Yay. I'm Aaron, that's Jade.
Hi.
Bob's upstairs. Yapping.
And stomping around.
What a yapper. Your mom married a yapper.
She did.
So funny.
She did.
Checks. This is Unapologetic Introverts, episode 114.
That's crazy.
I was just thinking about it on my way here. That's like a year and a half of podcasting.
That checks.
Correct? Yeah.
That checks.
It's been
2.
2 years now?
Yes.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
Good God, it's been a long run.
I know.
We've survived 2 winters of this. That is surprising because
I think so.
historically...
Hold on, let me look.
Now I'm like, uh-oh. Historically, though, every time I come to your place, the weather has always been some kind of weird, stormy mood when it's wintertime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Always snowing.
Scrolling.
Are you trying to scroll back to our, like, first ever?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
2024. 2 years.
Oh, my God.
I know, it's crazy.
Thought it'd only been a year and a half. Look at us now.
I think you did that in the new year, and you're like, it's only been a year.
It feels like it's only been a year.
I know.
It's only been like 8 or 9 years. It's fine. So today, if you missed the microsode of last week, I hinted that we were talking about murder and true crime. Murder.
Hamburger.
Hamburger. Murder. No. If you're not interested in listening to that kind of topic, please tune out now or in like 30 minutes.
I'll put a timestamp.
Yeah. Jade will put a timestamp. You can just listen to us yap.
Yeah.
Because we are also certified yappers.
Yeah.
I should make a certificate for that. Yeah. So dark themes ahead. Sad topics.
But like true crime.
But it's true crime. So there's, humans learn from the wildness that exists out there. And
also just like scratches your brain. So
yeah, I don't know why. It's weird.
Because we're weird.
Anyways, it's going to be a darker episode. And hopefully next week, if you're not going to listen to this one, Jade has a lighter episode.
We're talking about science.
We're talking about science, which can also be kind of dark sometimes and heavy.
But like cool.
But cool. Hi, Bob.
Yeah. It's fine.
Lob Bob.
Yeah.
So let's lock in if you're here for it. If not, check out now and buckle in for our yapsesh.
I don't think I've really read much. I've read maybe like 100 pages of the last book of the Red Queen series.
Oh my God, that was me last night.
But like over like 4 days.
That's hard.
I just can't. My brain's like, la 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 la. I can't focus right now.
You're checked out.
Yeah.
Super, super duper checked out.
So what book did you start last night if you finished your other book?
This one is...
What color is this one?
Gold.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's called Hunting the Villain.
Okay.
And so far...
Good?
Just about as good as every other Rena Kent book that you can get.
Yay.
I mean, it's very much, if you read all of them, they're all very copy-paste feeling because it's all in the same universe and they're all going through the same shit. But it's still good. It's entertaining. The characters are wild and, and grossly entertaining.
I thought you were just going to say, and gross. The characters are wild and gross.
And gross. No, they're massively entertaining. And I'm still listening to...
Something.
The Long Game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm playing the long game with the long game because...
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I just can't really get into it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's much better voiced than the first ones.
Okay.
But I don't know. The story... it'll be interesting to see it happen on TV for sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they actually pull out a lot of what's happening. I kind of hope they also tell some of the other stories that are happening around them. Otherwise, it's going to be so lacking of context.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because, like, this whole book basically plucks out all of those other happenings and you know, drops them at different points in the timeline.
Oh, okay.
So all the other books that came before this one,
you get more context, kind of.
You get more context out of them, and you know what's happened in the background.
Fair. Okay.
And then this story is like happening across all those years of those happening.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, so people are going to be kind of confused if they don't get the context of the like 3 other relationships going on.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how they frame that one.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Excited to see who the actors are
if they bring everybody in.
Yeah, because it'll just be a lot of really oddly hot hockey player people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not all hockey players are hot.
No. A lot of them are missing a lot of teeth.
Yeah. Or super bad haircuts. Spoiler alert. Season 2, Shane, going to have long hair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll actually do it, though?
I don't know.
I feel like
they might
won't.
pull the man bun. I don't know how well what's-his-face is going to look with a man bun.
They'd have to give him a wig.
I don't know.
And wigs just, like...
look really weird. Yeah.
Like you can,
I don't know.
90% of the time you can tell.
It'll be interesting.
Okay. Well,
I don't know why hockey boys got to grow their hair super long.
I don't know. There's got to be like Fight Club going on. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody talks about it.
No.
Exactly.
It's just an unwritten rule.
The concert.
Yes. Super fun.
Recap. We went to see the beaches in Prince Edward County at Base 31.
Yes.
And it was really cool venue.
Very cool venue. Apparently the company's a little controversial right now because they got bought out by like a big corporation and they're doing stupid shit. But very cool venue. Did enjoy. Very clean bathrooms.
Yeah.
Love.
Air conditioned.
Air conditioned bathrooms.
Everything else was non-air conditioned.
No.
So it's kind of toasty.
But as soon as you move back from the front, it was fine.
It was fine, yeah. Once you got like the fresh breeze from the open doors. Really cool venue, though.
Cool venue.
It'll probably be destroyed in like a year, my guess, if it's been bought out by.
No, I think it's something to do with like their like affordable housing that they're promoting is just being sketched now.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Beaches were good.
Beaches were fantastic. Also really awesome to see like with like maybe 3 people in front of you.
Yep. Much better than Scotia.
Yeah, definitely more value there in that ticket than there ever was at Scotia.
I mean, I liked my light up wrist bracelet thing.
Those
that was
were
fun.
Cool. Yeah.
I've never had that happen, but
yeah, that was a true Coldplay moment.
Yeah. No, it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It rained on the way home, but
that wasn't too bad.
No.
Not as bad as the one time we were coming back from 21 Pilots.
No. Or all the fog when I drive. You get rain, I get fog.
I couldn't see
or snow.
anything at all.
No.
Driving in the ocean.
But it was good. It was very good.
Yes, and then following that, you decided to beep boop off to Cambridge.
I did.
How was that adventure?
Well, I took the 407 because I was like, I don't want to deal with traffic. It's going to be busy. And I got to the end of where I was on the 407, turned off to go towards London, and immediately got an alert that was like, there's a tornado in your area, take cover now. And I was like, oh my God. And then it started pissing rain. And I was like, I just want to get over. Luckily, there was an exit like right there.
Yeah.
And I just hid in a parking garage for half an hour. And there was actually a tornado where I was. So fun times.
Oh my God. I would have definitely been like sobbing in the parking lot.
I was like, oh, emergency alert. And like Sydney had said, you know, there's like tornado warnings for like above Toronto. And I was like, oh, like they're going to hit when I'm already to you. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I said, if anything happens, like I'll just pull off randomly. Like there's always going to be an exit somewhere, hopefully. And I exited the 407, could see the traffic start to back up under the underpass, saw a bunch of brake lights, got the alert, was listening, and went, then was like trying to shoulder check, being like, I just want to leave. I gotta get out of here. Crossing like 3 lanes of traffic, getting off, pulling up to the parking garage. It stopped raining, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just like circle the parking lot for a bit. And then it started like hailing, and I was like, I'm gonna back up and go in the garage.
Good idea.
So we chilled for half an hour. I got out. There was a bunch of traffic and an accident in like that little section where I'd have to get on. So I took a little detour. The roads were flooded.
It was pretty intense. Like
and then
got a lot of rain.
I just bebopped down there for 2.5 days, 2.5 days. Got to explore. Sydney took me to Paris, Ontario. Such a cute little town.
Cute, yeah.
I got some pins. I got yummy food. I got to see Sid.
Yay.
And just like walk around. She could show me her school. It was really fun. It was really cute. And then on the way home, I went, fuck you, map. I'm not taking 3 hours to get home at 3 p.m. I'm going to take the 407 again.
Smart. Honestly, smart.
So stupid. I'm like, it's saving me a whole hour.
It is dumb. But yeah, if you're on either side of Toronto, it's an extra like hour of pain. Yeah. But worth it, honestly.
Had no weather on the way home.
And you're fine. Yeah, no inclement weather to try and swoop your car off the road.
Yeah, but
tornadoes in Canada.
It was just like, there's a tornado in your mobile covered area. Seek shelter now. And I was like, and then everyone was like stopping under the overpass. I'm like, that's not what you do.
No, has anybody not seen the remake of Twisters? Come on. Sydney said.
Just like, keep going, get off.
That's why they're like, don't try and get under the underpass. You will get sucked out of it, and you'll never be seen again. Dun, dun, dun. I actually want to know the science on that. What happens to those people? Do they just get,
I don't know,
zipped up? And
maybe. I don't know.
That's a different kind of murder.
Yeah. So that was fun. Would go back. Much more to explore. But yes, very fun.
Cool.
Very fun.
I made a note of this because I was getting super frustrated. And I'm like, I'm always like, I get really nice music ads. Now I'm getting AI music ads like left, right, and center. And I'm just like, screw off.
Why is there ads for AI music?
I don't know. Because they just want you to listen.
Is it for the
make
program?
20 cents or whatever.
Or like, what's it? It's for songs.
It's actual songs.
Not just promoting like the program.
Fake bands. Fake AI bands.
Why?
With their fake songs. Why? I don't know. I honestly think that the AI is somewhat sentient and just being like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm making 20 cents on this. I'll put it into an ad or whatever.
That's dumb.
So weird. Or somebody's behind it anyways. Yeah. And like, if I just AI this music together, I can make all the money off of all the suckers who hear it and go, oh, I really like this song, but they don't actually look into the song to realize that it's not a real band.
Meanwhile, I'm still not getting songs.
You know what? I'd rather still get songs. At least I know when to filter out the AI ones now.
True.
Yes. True. Yes. You can usually tell if they're relatively new. They don't actually have any pictures or social media of people, like real people. If their artwork is like super heavily influenced by whatever the song is about, it's pretty damn obvious. Yeah. Just talking about AI. Can we stop with the AI posters? Dear God. So tired of seeing AI posters. They're everywhere.
I honestly haven't seen a lot.
I've seen so many.
I'm on a different side of the internet, I guess.
Maybe that's good for you.
Maybe.
I'm over it.
It would hurt my brain.
Yep.
I'm also over the fact that Toronto has its first confirmed like mosquito testing, whatever the fuck they did. That West Nile is in Toronto, so.
God, that's not far away. That's just, don't go outside anymore. Don't do anything. Forget summer. We can go back inside and live hobbit lives.
Was it hot today?
No.
Okay.
Well, not until the afternoon.
Okay.
Started at 12 degrees today.
I know it's been nice the past like week.
It's been really good. It got up to like 25 maybe today.
Okay. That's not terrible.
It did get hot, but not hot.
I kept pants on all day.
Yeah, I wore a hoodie.
For.
On and off, I was like, I am sweating. And then I removed the hoodie and realized there was like this huge circular oil stain on my shirt.
Sick.
And I was like, great. Yeah.
Putting the hoodie back on.
Yeah, super professional. And then I started looking at the hoodie too. And I'm like, this has oil stains all over. I'm like, what did I wash this batch of clothing with?
A spoon?
I guess something. So frustrated. So, gotta try that whole, what is it, baking soda and parchment paper hack. I have no clue.
No idea.
Gonna try it. See if that works.
Yes.
You were on a movie kick now?
Last week, when they're listening, 2 weeks ago, stayed up till 2 a.m. one night watching movies.
You're crazy. Also, when I first read this, I thought you meant to say the egg ick.
Oh,
and then you're talking about movies being ick, and I'm like, huh? And then I realized, no, you had recently gone on an egg kick.
Yes.
And now you're into movies, but not anymore.
No, I haven't watched a movie in it. Yeah, it was like a 4-day period. I watched Your Fault London, My Fault London, Anyone But You.
These are all romance rom-com movies.
And I'm like, I was like, oh my God, I keep seeing the Your Fault, My Fault London things everywhere. And I know they're like a remake of I think it's Spanish film.
Yeah.
And I was like, these are probably really dumb. They're actually really good. The anyone but you. Oh my God, this could have been an email.
This could have been an email.
Nothing happens for the first 50 minutes. It's just like the dumbest plot.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies out there like that.
Oh my God. And then I watched one more. What else did I watch? And then I watched the rest of rewatched Off Campus. I watched another movie. I can't remember what it was.
Must have been bad.
Must have been like super bad.
Must have been boring as hell.
But yeah. I mean, maybe I'll watch another movie this weekend. I don't know. I just I went on Prime and was like, you know what? I keep seeing these stupid movie titles everywhere. I'm going to see if they're actually good. 2 of them were, because I stayed up till 2 in the morning. Decided to start at 10 a.m. And then, the first one finished at 12. And I went, oh, but I want to watch the next one.
And the whole 24 hours later. And 4 movies. Yeah. Also, you should have noted here that you are now on air clay kick.
I am. Shout out to Sydney and her roommate who are making magnets.
Super crafty.
I have coasters drying right now. Don't know what I'm going to paint them yet.
Are you going to make me a magnet?
Yes. I don't know what. Do you want a lemon?
I don't know. Just surprise me.
I got to get some magnets.
That's okay. I think they sell those at some dollar store somewhere.
Yeah. And then I made a snail when I was in Cambridge, and then I painted it and all the paint peeled off. So I'm going to try and paint it again.
Sad.
I know. I was like, well, that's rude. But Michael's had a thing, and it was like, buy 2, get 1 free. So I have 7.5 pounds of clay.
It's so good. So great. I hope you use all 7.5 pounds.
I hope I do too.
You may have to get bigger with your creations.
I mean, coasters.
Make a crab.
Yeah. I saw the pen holder.
Oh, I love that. They're so cute.
So we'll see. I need some magnets and possibly super glue. We'll find out because I'm using all the super glue on my nails.
Yeah, I've done the same thing.
Because
didn't help though.
They're really coming up right now. They're like, I know we're coming off on Sunday, so they're just being
bye
annoying.
Out of here.
Yeah. If you listen to the microsode, you know I don't even remember how you brought it up.
Essentially, I was talking about how Ernie was singing the Rubber Ducky song.
And then we went
the tub.
And then you said Ernie's a Muppet. And I went, he's not a Muppet.
Not.
Because
it's not a Muppet.
And then I went, is Muppet a brand? And we were both like, I don't know. Is Muppet so.
And then down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. So essentially,
Aaron was right.
But Aaron also didn't realize she was right.
Yeah,
you were also surprised.
It doesn't count. I figured that was just like an automatic brain typo of like, yeah, duh. It feels like a Muppet because that's what all Muppet puppets are called.
Yes. So the Sesame Street characters are Muppets. They're a different group of Muppets than the Muppets who star on The Muppet Show. In the end credits, dun 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 dun. Let me scroll. Where's the thing? It used to be Puppets by the Muppets. Then it was Jim Henson's Muppets. And then it flipped to Muppets of Sesame Street to Sesame Street Muppet Performers. And the latest it's been is Performers of Muppets of the Street Called Sesame.
That seems really pedantic.
So, they are Muppets, but I refuse to believe it because I think of Muppets, I just think of Kermit and Miss Piggy and
all the animals.
So, yes, they are Muppets.
Speaking of animals,
belugas are finally moving from Marineland.
I did see this. I saw this pop up.
So I think 6 have been relocated now. They're going places in the U.S. and Spain. So 6 are in the States right now.
Is that just because Marineland's like full shutdown now?
It's been full shutdown for...
Oh, but they've still maintained the animals there?
Not really.
So they just have random belugas just floating around?
Belugas, dolphins...
Oh my
killer
God,
whales.
Canada, get your shit together.
I'm actually going to Google when it actually shut down because it's been a hot minute.
I thought so.
When did...
I still remember all the commercials though and going there.
I went there. I have a little beluga. Wow. I tried to spell Marineland and it's MSRIMRLSMF.
Good.
Marineland. Still didn't get any vowels in there.
And I bet if you search that, Google's going to give you the right term.
When did man? No, it's too far. Come on, let's do this. We got this. But yes, so our whales have finally started to move. Not that I'm think like the new aquariums are going to be really that much better because I don't really trust the States. They permanently closed doors in the fall of 2024. And then
not even that long ago.
No, but I mean, like,
I thought it was like
they have been like
15 years ago
closing early. Like nobody's been going.
Well, yeah, no shit, because it's just sad,
stupid. So
probably still have the what is it, the something of time or universe? I can't remember the ride where you're like in a swing of the universe.
I have no idea. I know there was like the tower and the dragon roller coaster because I went on the dragon roller coaster and sobbed because it was like the first roller coaster that I had been on. I also
did that.
And my parents were like, well, we want to go and you're tall enough so you're coming.
Oh, parents are mean.
But then I liked roller coasters after that.
Swing of the Century, that was it.
Oh, okay. Now I just have the Marineland song stuck in my head.
Yeah, it's like you sat. I think this is different than this one, but they're like you sat in a little swing and it just spins you around in circles and you're off the ground by a few feet, and it felt like a huge thing because you're a tiny kid.
Yeah, so
but
they're finally starting to move. I don't know how many there were. There's definitely more than 6 because that's just there's only been 6 belugas transported. Because I know there was at least 2 killer whales and they were like in like isolation tanks that were so small. I don't know if there was any dolphins. All the dolphins might have died. I just remember when it came out that there was like mass graves of like all their animals and then that started like the decline. I was like, what's going on?
Canada's really ticked the boxes again.
Thanks, Niagara Falls. But yeah, so they've started to move.
Yay. Get them out of here.
Hopefully they get treated a little better. We hope.
Well, I hope so.
I know they can't be released into the wild, but I just hope that their conditions are a little bit better.
A lot better. Let's hope for a lot better.
A lot better.
I'm going to swiftly segue into a shower thought that also has to do with whales.
Okay.
This is from user Mr. Faux Regard from one day ago. And this is a speculation.
Okay.
Maybe modern orcas don't attack humans in the wild because their great-great-grandparents associated us with easy food back when whaling was in much more common practice.
You've lost me.
Yeah, I'm also lost.
What do you mean? What? I don't get it. Also, I don't think orcas have ever really attacked humans.
I don't think so either.
Also, orcas are dolphins.
I don't want to get into that science. User Quibian
the porpoise family
responds possibly, or maybe they saw us taking humpbacks and narwhals and blue whales and spread the legend of the murderous float monkeys.
But then that would make them want to eat us, you would think.
And they decided they didn't want none of that foam.
Huh.
Some really, really... This other person replies, game recognized game. So I guess we're just... Yeah. There's a mutual respect between orcas and humans. Except for the whole humans trying to kill orcas and, tank them. And
I really liked... When was it? Last year? Maybe? Whenever the stupid submersible thing was going on.
Oh my God.
And orcas were
about that.
Trying to tip ships.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I love them. I love them so much. I could do an episode on orcas.
Orcas are fantastic. We should do an episode.
Yeah.
Ocean creatures. Gotta love them. Okay. Except for Marineland because they're evil.
Mm-mm. And SeaWorld.
And anything that's keeping it captive.
Unless you're like a rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Big, giant aquarium.
Yeah. Which is almost impossible because.
Yeah.
It's a large aquarium and a lot to maintain.
Whale sharks. Trump, can you get out of office so I can go see the last remaining whale shark, please? Please.
Never.
I'll cry. What you'll give back?
My give back. I already flipped to my notes.
Your murder.
My murder notes. It's High by In Color.
Is that a new one?
Yeah, it's very good.
Okay.
It's very catchy.
I haven't heard it yet. I've got Mini Bar by Gracie Abrams, which is also new. Also very catchy.
Yes. I have heard it.
It's just so fun. Where did my murder go?
Well, it got murdered by Apple Notes.
Go. I didn't pin it. It's fine.
I do that, and now I have 20 notes pinned, and I'm just so lazy.
I've learned to pin our episodes that either I've planned or we're currently doing, and then I unpin them. But I really should just start deleting them because my iCloud's going, hello?
What are we doing here?
This is too much.
I'm going to make this effort right now to unpin the ones that do not
apply.
All right. How's yours for length? How are you feeling? Because I can go. I'm ready to jump.
It's like schmedium.
Or schmedium?
You can go. Go ahead.
I'll go.
Your episode.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's my episode, I guess.
Yeah,
I'll take charge. Yeah, it's my episode. All right, so I'm going to start where true crime really should start, with a person. Not the criminal, a person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The victim.
Mm-hmm.
So long before he was known to investigators as a nameless statistic or a code on a killer's list, he was a young man named Larry Eugene Parks.
Eugene!
I know, what a cute little middle name. Larry was born in 1950.
Okay.
And like millions of young men of his generation, he answered the call to serve his country and become a Vietnam War veteran. And I don't know what the history is about America, but they did have that whole inscription thing. So some of them didn't actually want to answer that call.
Did we have that here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think Canada's a little bit less we're just going to take all the young men and throw them in a war.
Okay.
Meaningless war, like usual. Anyways, but many of them who did come home from war, years that followed weren't easy and usually were packed full of trauma and PTSD and bad coping mechanisms.
Yeah, it is the 50s.
Yeah.
Or 60s or whatever.
I think it was
I don't know when the wars happened.
I don't know when Vietnam happened. I know the other wars, but I don't know.
I don't
know much past.
I
don't know much past 1945. So, by the late 1970s, Larry had become somewhat of a drifter.
Okay.
And around 1979, he lost touch with his family.
Oh.
The last time anyone recorded seeing him alive was in Pensacola. Mm-hmm. I'm so bad at pronouncing American city names. Pensacola, Florida.
Okay.
He was 30 years old, moving through a country that was rapidly changing around him and carrying his own kind of like I said, trauma, PTSD, lots of stuff on his shoulders.
He's going through it.
He had no known ties to the Pacific Northwest. No reason for anyone to look for him in Oregon. Okay, so he ended up in Oregon.
Okay, and that's a jaunt up from Florida.
Yeah, seriously.
I think.
I don't actually know where Oregon is. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Anyway, because he was estranged from his family, when he suddenly vanished in the summer of 1980, nobody was left in a position to report him missing in the right place. So nobody knew he was missing.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. All right, part 2 of this, we fast forward to the early morning hours of July 18th, 1980. Mm-hmm. I thought this was kind of timely because, this is just a few days off of that date. Mm-hmm. A truck driver is heading down Interstate 5 in Marion County, Oregon, just about a mile south of Woodburn. As he passes the gravel shoulder, his headlights catch something lying in the dirt.
Uh-oh.
It's a man in his 30s, fully dressed, and the truck driver pulls over and checks on him. He's still warm to the touch, but he has no pulse.
Okay.
When state troopers arrive, Marion County murder case 772008 is officially opened. But the scene is very puzzling. The man is wearing high-top shoes, but all of his laces are missing.
What the fuck?
His belt is gone, and on his trousers, forensic techs, and I'm going to remind you, this is 1980, so this is not...
Nothing proper is happening.
Nothing proper is happening, but they know enough that they need to collect evidence. Mm-hmm. So the forensic techs pluck away microscopic red carpet fibers from his pants. Toxicology report reveals that he had a dangerous cocktail in his system, including alcohol and a near toxic level of Valium, which is like diazepam. So it's like a...
is that like a...
anxiety reducer, yeah. And also Tylenol, the killer. The true killer. The cause of death, though, was ligature strangulation.
Hey.
Drivers had reported actually seeing a man matching his description hitchhiking on the freeway just a few hours before.
Okay.
But when investigators searched his pockets, there was no wallet, no ID, and nothing to give him a name. So for the next 45 years, he became known simply as John Doe Oregon, or Portland John Doe.
Okay.
All right. Part 3. To understand what happened to Larry on that dark stretch of the I-5, we have to look back just 24 hours earlier and only 10 miles up the road.
Okay.
On July 17th, 1980. So this was literally less than 24 hours. The nude body of a young hitchhiker from Colorado named Michael O'Fallon was found off I-5. He had also been strangled with a ligature, his wrists and ankles bound with shoelaces.
Larry's shoelaces.
His system contained the exact same combination of alcohol and the Valium or diazepam. So police were dealing with a predator passing through, but it would take nearly 3 years to find out who it was. So for context, because, serial killers kind of suck.
Yeah.
His name is Randy Kraft, and he was actually captured / picked up in May 1983, so 3 years later, on California Highway
I've never heard of this man.
Yeah, me neither. I just kind of stumbled upon it and I was like, oh, okay. So the California Highway Patrol pulled him over for erratic driving. In the front passenger seat was a dead body.
Oh.
So,
okay.
Like I said, the driver was Randy Kraft.
Put it in your trunk.
Right? No strategy there.
What?
I know. He was seen as a charismatic, suave, and outward-seeming businessman, and later got the name Southern California Strangler or the Freeway Killer.
Oh, I have seen maybe a documentary titled The Freeway Killer.
Also, under a more common title, the Scorecard Killer.
I haven't heard of that.
So when police searched Kraft's car and his house, they uncovered a handwritten ledger with a cryptic scorecard with about 61 entries.
Sir.
Which represents what they estimate to be about 67 actual victims.
Jeez.
So, investigators began matching all the coded entries to bodies dropping along highways across the country.
That's crazy.
The country. So, it's pretty intense. Essentially, this guy was just a businessman traveling around and murdering people.
Do we know why?
I don't know why.
Do we have like a theme between the victims?
They're all young male.
Are they all hitchhiking?
All hitchhiking, kind of, yeah. So investigators began matching them, and the entry Portland, Denver matched Michael O'Fallon, whose he had a camera, was found in Kraft's garage. Mm-hmm. And another entry, Portland Elk, was left open.
Smart enough to take someone's camera, not smart enough to hide a body not in the passenger seat while you're driving on the freeway. Cool.
My theory is that he likely did the deed, got heavily intoxicated because he was pulled over for a DUI essentially, and basically loads up the body in the front seat and would just drive down the highway, open the door, and push the body out, right?
Fair. Yeah, that would probably work.
Because it's or he'll pull over, pretend to pee, dump the body kind of thing, right?
Fair. Less conspicuous than a trunk.
Yeah. Because then you got to make the effort to open the trunk and drag the body out, right? If you just push it out, the thing. Yeah, it's great. During the time frame of Larry's murder, Kraft was visiting Oregon on business for the Peerless division of Lear Siegler. In just 3 days, Kraft logged 993 miles on a rental car, despite the business being located only 25 miles from the Portland airport.
Sir, what are you doing?
Okay, so when Randy Kraft finally went to trial in 1988, I'm not getting into the gruesome details because I just realized there's a lot involved, and I don't want to talk about the serial killer. I don't want to give him that much thing. But if you want to learn more about him, there is a lot of creepy stuff.
I'll have to Google.
Yeah. So when Randy Kraft finally went to trial in 1988, prosecutors focused on charging him with 16 California murders.
Okay.
Just to ensure that he would be convicted in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, 16 is nothing out of the 67 that they assume that happened. Yeah. Unfortunately, during the penalty phase, prosecutors needed to prove Kraft's overwhelming pattern of evil to secure the death penalty. Mm-hmm. So they started introducing evidence from out-of-state cases, which is kind of nice because they were able to actually do that, whereas historically they usually had trouble taking any evidence from out of state to to qualify as meaningful evidence.
Yeah.
So the times were moving
slowly but surely.
So they introduced the evidence from the John Doe, Oregon murder.
Okay.
So the similarities were super identical, obviously. So the toxicology report, they were both missing belt and boot laces. The proximity in time and location, and then the rental car mileage, and then you have the obvious entry on the Portland Elk on the scorecard. Yeah. So the jury listened, they heard, and they were like, evil. Seems like he's kind of evil. So Kraft was sentenced to death and sent to San Quentin, where he actually remains today. So he's 81 years old. He never admitted to anything. And now he's famously passing time on death row playing bridge with other serial killers like Lawrence Bitker and William Bonin.
And why we sentenced to death but no death?
Yeah, I know. That just happens so commonly.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, no death. No death.
Okay.
And likely that was probably some kind of like they decided to remove the death penalty from the state or something like that.
Where is San Quentin?
I'm not sure.
I think it's in California.
Which California is a pretty progressive state. So
I don't know if they still have it.
Yeah. So not sure what the history is there, but he's still alive.
81.
Yep. So Kraft was condemned for the crime, but John Doe Organ was left without his name, which we get to restoring his name. So for over 4 decades, Larry Eugene Parks remained a phantom in police evidence lockers. And he was a man who served his country in Vietnam, and his life was stolen on a dark highway. And he could only be remembered by a case number. That's sad. But then, modern science happens.
Dun, 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 dun.
Welcome to 2024. An investigator with the Orange County Sheriff's Department reached out to the Oregon State Police. Wow, we're just going to talk to each other. That's great. So they used preserved blood sample and applied forensic investigative genetic genealogy, which is short form to FIG. FIG. And they built a DNA profile, mapped out a family tree, and then reached out to those relatives.
I'd love to know what prompted Orange County to get the samples just to test.
Wait for it. Family members submitted their DNA for comparison. And a year later, in 2025, so this is very recent, the match was confirmed. And after 45 years, John Doe Organ was officially Larry Eugene Parks. Some resolution there. And had he not crossed paths with Randy Kraft on that July night, Larry would be 76 years old today.
Okay.
But his family finally has some answers, and a cold case file full of numbers and code names can finally be closed with a real human name. However, I do want to talk about a few of the other victims. I believe they've figured out maybe 45 of the 61 or 67. And here's a few. I've just got like 4 or 5 of them. But there was Michael O'Fallon, which I talked about. He was under the scorecard name Portland, Denver. Yeah. So he was 17 years old.
Oh my God, he's just a baby.
He's just a baby. A high school student from Denver, Colorado. And he was hitchhiking through Oregon. Man.
Are they all male? Okay.
That's a pattern.
Okay.
And his body was discovered on July 17th, 1980. Again, that was just 24 hours before Larry was found. And it was only 10 miles up the interstate near the exit. Yeah. This is my theory. It's like he just pulled over before the exit.
I feel like unless there's more that are super, super close together, that was your downfall, my guy.
Yeah. I just...
Don't get sloppy.
Got sloppy about it. O'Fallon's case is the actual direct anchor to Larry's. Police found O'Fallon's stolen camera in Kraft's California garage, which finally gave them like undeniable physical proof that tied Kraft to that area of Oregon. And then, so poor Michael.
17, that's crazy.
17. Also a trend of name too.
Okay.
Second one is Michael Ray Schlitt.
Okay.
He is the catalyst for finding Larry. He was also a 17-year-old.
Bruh.
I know, right? It's so gross.
Also, don't hitchhike.
Don't hitchhike.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. He was from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and he went missing in 1974. Mm-hmm. His body was dumped in Laguna Hills, California, and he remained an unidentified John Doe for 50 years.
Holy crap.
So he had a very similar story to Larry's.
That's crazy.
So in November 2023, and this is where we get to why all this happened, the Orange County Sheriff's Department identified him using genetic genealogy. And then while investigators were reviewing archived as evidence from his case in early 2024, they actually stumbled upon a forgotten box of Oregon evidence that had been sent to California during the 1988 trial. So this was like the pivotal moment for figuring out who Larry was, because if they didn't work on that cold case of Michael's, then they would have never found the box with Larry's blood sample in it. So that's pretty intense. But it's kind of poetic in a way that this one victim ends up like in.
Also, shout out to whoever decided, I don't think this case is cold.
Yeah. It's still there.
Yeah.
Like, I got to find out who these people are, right? And then this is from a Los Angeles Times article from, actually it's quite old, but
yeah,
it captures like kind of the start of everything here.
Okay.
June 6, 1989, Joseph Fancher, he decided to speak up and testify, and he was 13 years old. And
when he testified?
No, he was older when he testified, but he was 13 years old when he had run away.
Oh, okay.
And Kraft essentially drugged him, beat him up, and then sexually assaulted him in 1970. So this was kind of assumed it was his first go at becoming, like he was testing the waters. But he managed to escape while Kraft was at work. So probably after that, Kraft probably got a little bit more crafty. So during the penalty phase of Kraft's 1988 trial, where prosecutors essentially brought in evidence of Larry's murder, Fancher took the stand as the only living victim to ever testify against Kraft.
Crazy.
Essentially, what happened, well, in March 1970, 13-year-old Fancher, who was a runaway at the time, which his full name is Joseph Alwyn Fancher, stumbled into Belmont Shore Bar. He was disoriented and shoeless, and he had, been drugged and assaulted by Kraft. So they're saying that this horrifying encounter marked the beginning of Kraft's violent tendencies, although the police, unfortunately, they were lacking a warrant.
Yeah.
And they ended up going into Kraft's apartment, where they found the evidence of drugs and other things confirming Fancher's story. But unfortunately, because they entered without a warrant, nothing could be used.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shitty. But Fancher was, regarded as very brave for coming and telling his story. I can't remember how old he was when he
I don't know, I'm not doing math.
Told that story. Because that would have been, so he would have been in the, 30s.
Yeah, even then, that's
that's still
hard.
Really tough, yeah. Then there was Anthony Silveira and Lance Taggs. In the scorecard, they were labeled as Portland Reserve and Portland, Hawaii, which is so fucked up.
Can you get out of Portland?
It's just messed up.
It's odd.
These were two young men who were murdered in Oregon during separate craft trips in the late 1970s and early 1980s. This just highlights that Larry's story wasn't like an isolated thing.
Yeah.
And Kraft was like seriously calculated and really dedicated to oddly hunting on the Pacific Northwest Highway for whatever reason. And then the last one and the final victim of Kraft was Terry Lee Gambrell. And he was a 25-year-old U.S. Marine.
Okay.
Stationed at El Toro. And he was the one
in the passenger seat?
Yeah, on May 14th, 1983. He was the one that was sitting beside
so weird
Kraft in the passenger seat and as he was getting pulled over for a DUI.
Yeah, I'd love to know like the motive or like the trauma to be like so specific of like I'm taking code names and I'm doing this way. And
I think I briefly grazed over one of the articles that talked about him being a part of the military.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was I'm assuming probably bullied or something. Or just mentally just unempathetic.
Well, he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Anyways, so that is really the story about the victims, less about the asshole who's still alive and sitting in jail, even though he's 81. I'm surprised nobody's taken him out.
Well, by the sounds of it, like 17, yes, but it wasn't like children or women.
Yeah,
therefore,
and I guess in prison, there's a line somewhere there, right?
That always ceases to amaze me. That line.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, interesting. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, me neither. I just kind of stumbled on it and I was like, I didn't know that somebody had
done that.
Literally done that. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, well, that's
holy
like
shit.
I don't think they know how many people Bundy actually killed. Or there's the man, I forget his name, who was in jail and just started naming murders that he did.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? What do you mean?
What do you mean? And where are these bodies?
And he could like tell them what they look like, what the date, like crazy. I'm doing the Delphi murders.
Okay.
So on February 13th, 2017, 13-year-old Abigail Williams and 14-year-old Liberty German had been dropped off at 1:30 p.m. near the, I'm going to pronounce it Monon, High Bridge over Deer Creek in Delphi, Indiana, by Liberty's older sister, Kelsey. The plan was for the girls to hike the bridge and explore the trail for like a couple hours. The bridge itself is located in a remote wooded area and is now abandoned. It was built in the 1890s and originally was used as a railway. At 2:07 that day, Liberty posted a photo to her Snapchat of Abigail walking across the bridge, and after that, there's no more contact with either of the girls.
Okay, so wait, remind me when this was again?
February 13th, 2017.
This is modern times.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So after the two girls failed to meet Liberty's father at 3:15, the girls were reported missing at 5:30 p.m. that day. And ahead of calling the police, the families had already started searching for the pair. So during that evening's search, police found no evidence of the girls or foul play. The bodies were found the next day around lunchtime, only 0.8 kilometers east of the bridge, and they were located on the north bank of Deer Creek. On February 15th, the Indiana State Police began to circulate an image of an individual that had been seen on the High Bridge Trail near where the girls were murdered. The grainy photo shows a white male walking down the trail with his hands on his pockets and his head down. The girls can be seen in the photo.
Oh, no.
And the man is heading towards them.
So creepy.
Dun, dun, dun. A few days later, the man was dubbed the Bridge Guy and named a prime suspect of the investigation. So we're still in 2017. Now it's February 22nd. The police released an audio recording where the suspect is heard to say "down the hill." During a news conference, officials said the source of the audio was from Liberty's smartphone.
Oh, no.
They called her a hero for having the instinct to record the exchange in secret. Police noted that they had secured more evidence from her smartphone but refused to release it to the public at this time. At this point in the investigation, the reward for finding the killer was $41,000 US.
Oh, my God.
And then it took a little bit. In July 17th, police released a sketch of the person of interest after reviewing multiple eyewitness accounts of a hiker on the trail the day the girls went missing. And then fast forward to April 22nd, 2019. So 2 years later, police announced there was a new direction in the case, and they released an updated sketch of the person of interest along with a video of a man in a blue jean jacket walking along the bridge that was taken from one of the girls' cell phones.
Oh,
so they saw him.
They saw him.
Officials urged public to look at the sketch, listen to the audio previously released, and pay attention to how the man walked, encouraging anyone to send in tips. Investigators believed their suspect was hiding in plain sight and were almost positive he was familiar with the Delphi area, either living there or working there. Additionally, they were looking for help in identifying a driver who left a vehicle abandoned off the Hoosier Heartland Highway in Delphi at the former Child Services Office between 12 and 5 p.m. the day the girls were murdered. So, on July 23rd, 2019, a suspect that was wanted for the rape and kidnapping of a 26-year-old woman on June 22nd was named a person of interest in the girls' case. But then on July 27th, the police found the suspect, surrounded him, and after a 5-hour standoff, he committed suicide.
Of course.
So it wasn't him. On September in September of 2022, a volunteer clerk discovered an error when reviewing tips.
Oh, no.
Thank you, volunteer. A man named Richard Allen had been recorded incorrectly, and therefore the file had been wrongfully marked as cleared. The tip had reported that Richard himself sent in the tip 3 days after the girls had been murdered, and he said he saw the girls on the trail. Richard Allen was born in September 1972, grew up in Mexico, Indiana. He was like normal in school, graduated high school in 1991. Went to like a community college, spent time in the Army in the National Guard, and then got married, had a daughter, was a store manager at Walmart, and moved to Delphi in 2006. So like very...
So Walmart drove him nuts.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Good God.
A month later, on October 26th, Richard was taken into custody. During a video of the investigation, police can be heard telling Richard, either you were out there to do this to the girls, or you were out there to be able to introduce the girls to somebody else. They even showed Richard the photo of the man on the bridge the day the girls went missing, wearing very similar clothes to what he was wearing in the
actual interview. Wow.
He still denied any involvement. Richard told police, good luck finding anything that points in the direction. I mean, it's not me. You're not going to make me believe it's me. You're not going to find anything that ties me to those murders, so I'm not really concerned. You know, you went from trying to get my trust and slowly lure me into telling you I killed somebody, and I'm not going to do it. He appeared in court only 2 days later. Maybe the timelines got weird on my articles. So then on Halloween, Indiana State Police charged him with 2 counts of murder related to the case, and he, of course, pled not guilty. His trial was scheduled to take place on March 20th, 2023, but was postponed to allow the defense team to review additional evidence that had been brought up in the trial.
Of course.
Gross. The trial then began October 2024, during which crime scene photos were shown. I'm going to give you details that are kind of gross, but like they're not
just
super gross. The girls' throats had been cut. Abigail was wearing Liberty's clothes, while Liberty was nude.
Oh my God.
Nicholas McLeland, who was a prosecutor, noted the last thing the girls saw was Richard Allen's face, and they heard his chilling words of girls down the hill while he was wielding a gun. Additionally, there was a bullet casing between the girls that matched a gun that was licensed to Richard. Trial also brought forth audio from statements Richard had made to officers, other law enforcement, inmates while he was in custody, and his wife. In one of the recordings, Richard can be heard telling his wife, I did it. I killed Abby and Libby. It's said that he admitted to admitted to murdering the girls more than 60 times while he was incarcerated.
Oh, Jesus.
Confessing in person, over the phone, and even in writing.
I I just don't.
Yeah. So a clinical psychologist testified on behalf of him, stated that he was diagnosed with a mental illness, had grave disability, saying that he originally planned to sexually assault girls but ran away when he saw a van nearby. He cut their throats and covered their bodies with sticks. The defense also hired a neuropsychologist who testified that he had severe depression and work-related stress and anxiety. That doesn't mean you go and murder people.
Listen, I know Walmart is a tough place.
But sorry.
That's not an excuse.
During the trial, Pat Cicero, is how I'm going to pronounce his name, of the LaPorte County Sheriff's Department took the stand, noted that Liberty likely died from her wounds in a large pool of blood as she leaned against a tree. He then believed she was dragged about 20 feet to where the bodies were found. Abigail, on the other hand, was either restrained or unconscious when she was killed, as there was no blood on her hands or arms, but she was found with her hands raised, noting that her final position was also almost like she was boxing.
Weird.
On November 11th, 2024, he was convicted of the murder of Abigail and Liberty. The jury found him guilty on both counts of murder and 2 counts of murder while committing or attempting to commit kidnapping. On December 20th, 2024, Judge Gall sentenced Richard 65 years for the murder of Liberty and 65 years for the murder of Abigail, noting the terms would be served consecutively for a total of 130 years in prison. He was transferred to the Westville Correction Facility and then Pendleton Correctional Facility. And on July 18th, last year, 2025, he was transferred out of Indiana to Lexington Assessment and Reception Center in Oklahoma, and he is still there. Never said why. Just for funsies.
I don't get it.
He's just in
That's
Oklahoma.
Also so creepy though that they caught him on.
They had video of him.
They had video of
That'd
him.
Be
they had
terrifying.
His voice telling them. Ugh.
Terrifying.
Oh my god. Yeah, never do that.
No, they were so young. They were
Location marker on
13 and 14.
Ugh. Babies.
I know. I'd never heard of it though.
Me either. It seems so recent too, but then like that whole entire time, because you said 2017, right?
From 2017 to last year, yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of that time was like lost to COVID, right? And we were busy being students and
yeah.
Oh, those poor babies.
I know.
Oh. Well, this has been absolutely dark and heartbreaking. Informative, though, that there's, so many levels
shout out
psycho out there.
Like, I know that they're both gone, but great instincts to film.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
But, for those of you who really like hiking and doing those kind of things, bring something with you to defend yourself.
Yeah.
I know, like, it's not going to help against a gun, but at least it's something.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And let people know where you are at all times.
Yeah. Location markers. Now, technology is a lot better now than it was.
Yeah.
Even back then. But, oh my God, that's so depressing. Why do we do this to ourselves?
Because I love true crime.
I also love true crime too, because it's more so like a love of trying to figure out why everything's so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But, and why people are fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I don't know. Well, that was depressing. And true as how I've written my closer, I'm never quite sure how to end these types of episodes.
No.
People are some real intense creatures with issues for sure. And let's step back for a second and be thankful to mostly everyone for keeping it together and staying cool. Except for that guy who worked at Walmart. And now I have to like suspiciously wander around Walmart and just wonder if like the next serial killer / killer is going to be.
Yeah, how often do you go hiking? We went hiking once.
Yeah, I don't leave my house. I'm not going to get murdered, but somebody else might. And it's just good to stay informed.
Yeah.
Make a list of your local Walmart employees.
Just doxing
It's
Walmart.
been historically, it's happened in our area, okay?
The Walmart?
Yeah.
What happened to Walmart?
Do you remember that lady? She used to work at Walmart.
What
murdered.
lady?
She went missing. Definitely murdered.
But she's not crazy. The one who we haven't found
worked at Walmart.
What does it mean?
Maybe it's all Walmart. It's just
just a curse.
It's deeper than we know. Big Walmart is hypnotizing people. Just kidding. I shop at Walmart all the time. Anyways, thanks for staying cool. If you appreciate us telling these stories, you can also appreciate us even more by liking, subscribing, sharing. It's all free. Literally the best price tag.
The best price tag.
And if you're just keeping it together, just remember to stay unapologetically you. And have a great week. Until we see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Don't get murdered.
No.
Bye. Bye.